And there we go. This is Ted Now to Business for Home, and I am interviewing and having an interesting conversation, I hope, for newcomers and for network marketing professionals with Andreea Cimbala. Now, Andrea is in the Netherlands. I'm in the Netherlands. That is one of the reasons that we often talk with each other, because there are not so many top professionals in the Netherlands. But I think that Andrea has a very interesting story, because together with her husband, it is known for most network marketing professionals, she's made over $150 million in 5 or 6 years' time, which is an unbelievable amount. And I want to ask to Andrea, hey, Andrea, how is it possible that you do that? Why are you successful? So my first question to Andrea is, hey, Andrea, how did you came in the network marketing industry? Who invited you?
Wow, the first person that invited me, I was a waitress back then in Italy. I'm Italian, I'm Andrea Cimbala, I'm from Italy. And I was doing a waitress job part-time, and I was going to school. I was just 18 years old. Back then, I didn't have a great relationship with my brother, but the first person that invited me in this industry is actually my brother. He was 20. We didn't have a great relationship because at that age, you are not really best friends with your sisters and your brothers. He always thought, oh, you are beautiful, young. What can I expect from my little sister? So one evening he told me, Andrea, do you want to drink a coffee? Come with me. I was like, drinking coffee? We never drink coffee. Yes, come to drink coffee because I want to show you what I'm doing in the last months. And I went to this presentation in this hotel, 350 people watching, drinking this coffee, all happy. And I had a place to sit in the first line because my brother was very well trained. You bring your guest on the first line, then they are closer to the source, to the people. And by listening to all those people, I listened two things. First of all, you can work when you want, with who you want, where you want. And I was like, wow, that's freedom. That's entrepreneurship, because I always dreamed to become an entrepreneur. My father always told me, Andrea, if you want to learn how to be broke at the end of the month by doing 3 jobs, you can ask me. But when you want to be successful, you have to ask the people that are successful. I'm not the right person. And my father always believed in me. He always told me, you become a lawyer, a doctor, or a judge, someone that can really fight for things, because you have always a strong opinion, Andrea.
So Andrea, and basically you're coming from a modest background. I mean,
very modest family, because they were immigrants in another country. So since I was very small, 3-4 years old, they always told me, Andrea, we are not like other people. We cannot afford that. We need to make a lot of sacrifices. We left our country for you, for a better future. We expect a lot from you. So I always had this big weight a little bit on my back because of my shoulder, because I always felt like they did so much for us. And I will not go in details, but so many things, so many sacrifices, working from Monday till Sunday. And they were really showing us how hard it is to make money. And that's why I started to work at 15 years old, because when I saw how difficult it was to earn €6 per hour or €7 per hour for my mother, and she showed me how hard she was working, I was immediately starting to be independent. And when my brother invited me that evening, I was like, wow, this can be something for me. I'm going to listen to the people that have results, the people that are doing it. And I saw people of different ages, people that were having 25 years old making a lot of money. I'm not going to make numbers, but I also saw people that were in pension, and they were saying, I worked the 40 years of my life to make a miserable pension, and now in 18 months, I make double of my pension. And I was like, can you imagine that it's you or your parents? And there I started.
Andrea, if I let you go, I cannot ask you one question, because you keep talking, and keep talking. I know that from a lot of network marketeers who are doing it. So sometimes I have to raise my hands. Now, in your first year, did you make a lot of money?
No, the first year, it was a year where I told my brother, I'm going to learn. I'm going to go to every meeting, every event. I started to leave my old friends in the back. I started to go around with other people that were in the same business. And you know what is important is that I told my brother, I want to learn, because I want to become a professional long-term in this industry. And I told him, I have no children back then. Now I'm a mother of 2 children. I didn't have a car. I didn't have a house. So I told him, I'm going to learn because I don't have the pressure, the fire under my bath, you know.
Yeah.
So I went to learn, and I had some money aside, and I started to go to meetings and events and invest in my business. I was making maybe between 500, 800,000 euro a month back then. So it was just my humble beginning at the beginning. And I had a lot of people that didn't believe. I had to contact new people that I didn't know. I had to be coachable. I had to listen to my upline, what I have to do. And at the beginning, I was talking too much in the wrong way. So I had to learn also, and it was great. I'm happy that I had the experience I had because it brought me where I am today. And together with Julia, we just got better and better and better. But we had a talent.
Okay, but in the first year, you didn't make so much money. You see
No,
that
of
then
course.
a lot of people quit with network marketing because, hey, you cannot make a full-time income and maybe it will never happen. So why did you go on and on and on? Why didn't you
Because
quit?
I first of all, I had a vision. So that was Andrea in 5 years must make 25,000 euro a month, must be an entrepreneur, must be a businesswoman, must have a team of thousands of people impacting lives. So I had a vision, a clear vision, who I wanted to become.
And
I knew
that
that it's going to
vision,
be.
that's vision. Did that came from you or from your sponsor or from an event? Where did you get that vision?
I listened to many events, to many people, many successful leaders, and that's what is my first advice to people. Look, copy and paste what successful people are doing, because I did whatever it took. I like the shortcut to success. So I started to copy things that worked, but things also that didn't work. So I completely started to make a vision board. They told me, you need to have a clear vision, because that vision will be there with you when you sleep, when you eat, when you breathe, when you smell, when you are living, when you are making presentations. So no matter which obstacle you have, when you are focused and you know what you want, you are going to fight for that vision. And I didn't give myself 1, 2, or 3, or 4, or 5 years. I did myself, I told in the first 5 years, I want this. In the next 10 years, in the next 15 years. And I told this will become my profession in the next year. So what kept me going was my vision, clear objective. And I told myself, if you don't make it in this, what can you do, Andrea? I mean, if you go to school and you go to university, I'm going to study for 4 or 5 years or maybe more. You need to make also the courses and everything. And you don't even make money with it. It only costs money. So it was like, I need to give also time in this business to learn it, to become a professional. And a lot of people, they underestimate that you need to learn and also take action and work in the meantime and have results. But it's a process. You don't have it in 1 year or 2 years or 3 years. Now, the network marketing industry, it's way better because you have access to great mentors, great leaders, like the ones of the Business for Home Growth Conference, where they share more moments with you. It's more accessible. We know now how to do it because we have many multimillionaires, many people that are making the income and having freedom in the industry. But years ago, it was a little bit different, you know, like many speakers that I interviewed, they were saying in the day of today, it's way easier because people have a system. So what kept me going is, first of all, I was like, I cannot fail, because if I give up, I have no choice, no other option. So I burn all bridges. A lot of times you need to have only one plan. Plan A, I make it, yes or yes. I burn all bridges. I never looked back. A lot of people have plan B, plan C, and they look back and they think, if I don't make it, I was like, I'm going for this, and this is the only option. Back then, I also said, my family, they said to my brother, hey, you are doing something crazy. Now you take your sister. So I wanted to prove that it's possible. I knew that it's possible. I said, I want to prove all the young people. I want to prove all my family. I wanted to prove all the women that it's possible. I wanted to create a better future for my family, because I don't know, Ted, I think you have been in my house and you have seen a lot of toys for Athena and Hermes, but they are great children. And I didn't have any vacation. I didn't have any present, any toys when I was smaller, because my parents didn't afford everything. We were in 3. And so I was like, I need to create a better future for my family. My family must be born, my children must be born in prosperity and abundance.
But
And
for
are
other
simple
people,
things.
for Andrea. So basically what you are telling me is that your success is formed, it was in you already, yeah? But it came out during events, talking with successful people, copying what they are doing, don't give up. Is that correct?
It's correct. Ted, I will even tell you more about events. Without events, I would not be here today. I have to be honest. I told myself I will go to every meeting, every training, every event I can go because it led me to feel alive. It gave me the boost. It gave me the vision. It gave me every time that energy that I needed to go to the next level. I need it because a lot of times we work like a battery, and sometimes the energy it goes empty when you are with the wrong people or when you are building a business, and you need to go to the people that gives you back that energy, because a lot of times we do business with people that sucks our energy and not give energy.
Yeah.
And when you are successful, you know which kind of people you need to be surrounded by. But at the beginning, I didn't know. So I just went to events.
Yeah.
Without events, I would have given up maybe because I would not have seen anymore the light in the tunnel. I would not have seen big motivation. I would not be inspired. And I always said, if they can do it, I can do it. And I had the environment. I always say, if you want to go to look a movie, I listen to the opinion of other people, but especially I look that movie because there are many perspectives in life, and people have different perspective about everything. So I said, I want to go to the event. I go to the event, first of all, for one thing, I want to learn. I want to see. I want to get the energy because I saw people doing more in 10 days after the event than the 10 months before. It's a boost of energy.
It is.
The second reason.
Yeah, second reason. Okay.
I went because with my team, I brought always my team because I wanted to be recognized. So I wanted to be on stage. I wanted to show them it's possible because they knew if Andrea is our upline, she makes it, I'm going to make it too because she will help me. So it was about me, myself, and show my people that it's possible. And then the third step was just, I look forward to see my people on stage, being in the background, clapping the hands and tell them, I told you that one day you will be there. So events, it was always a process. And I think our events where you commit, you make decisions. Leaders are born in events. I don't know any leaders that without events became successful because are the events that you give you one more chance.
That's indeed what I also have discovered. Leaders are made during events. And that is also the reason why we do the Business for Home virtual convention. 32 top speakers, just $35, $10 a day. It is nothing. We do that because we want to give back to the industry. But I'm still amazed that some people say, oh, I don't need that. Well, if you don't need it, talk to Andrea, because that is where you get formed. That is where you have your information. That is where you have your belief systems. So online or offline events are so important. I have been at least with a couple of 100 big events from a lot of companies, and you see the same happening, that people believe more in it and tell me a year later, because I was at that event, I'm now having this great position, having a great team, because I really felt the energy. Correct? Same for you, I guess.
In events, yes. In events, magic happens. Don't ask me what is magic. You need to feel it. And I always say, if in events you don't fire up, your wood is wet. So you must look carefully because our events that inspires us, gives us the fire. And, I think in the events, what happens actually is that you listen to many speakers. But I had a lot of times that I had the click with maybe one speaker in the last day. Over that speech, they touch, because sometimes we need to listen in the right moment what we need, and you never know when is that. So I had that click that I connected my brain, my heart, my guts, my stomach with the butterflies. Maybe one quote of someone, the testimonial of someone, the story that I say I identify in it. That's what I need to do. So it's like a puzzle you collect. And I said to many speakers that I interviewed, I looked forward to have different pieces of the puzzle of different speakers, and I look forward to have all the pieces of all these speakers, because I will apply in my business. You never know what they say. That it helps me to go where I want. And Ted, if someone doesn't come to the events, let me to say also this: if you didn't get the success you wished for or you are looking for, means you need to go to the next events. You have doubts, go to the events.
I think
Whatever.
that we have made our message clear. So I'd like to thank you for your time. And we will see you at the Business for Home convention. And thank you very much. And put now, because it is 9 o'clock, almost in the evening, put your 2 children in bed.
No, I took care of that. I'm going to follow another meeting. And thank you very much, Ted. Thank you for this event, because I want to say you thank you, because it's the first time in the history that you put it such a lineup of speakers, of legends, of dinosaurs in the industry, of fossils, like great people of 30 years experience, 20 years experience. And it will help people like me, especially millennials, and not only, to really grow as fast as they can in just shorter period. Because when you copy and paste, there is a shortcut to success. You need to do exactly what these people are telling you. And you don't need 30 years anymore, because they already show us how to do it shorter. And the testimonials, the promotion you did were for 1 or 2 or 3 minutes, the different packages with tickets in it, and be named between all these superstars. Hey, Ted, get ready, because I already started to promote it to my team. And I hope that everyone in their team will take advantage, because if I would have had that chance when I started in the industry to buy a 1 minute, 2 or 3 minutes testimonial, having tickets inside, having an article in Business for Home, wow, that's a facility that you did great. And thank you to give me the opportunity to interview other leaders, because I have a bag full of experiences, full of information, and I will bring it for my whole life. And it's the best investment I did, to take the time to interview them, because listening to them behind the scenes, it was amazing. It gave me much more. So thank you. I look forward to being in the event on the 4, 5, 6 June. I will be one of the hosts. Thank you also for that, because I will be live, but especially I look forward to take notes and see all those speakers. It's the first time for some speakers that go out of their company, and finally I can see them. So that's also something to say. Also, many ones. I put a flyer every day on my Instagram, on my Facebook, in my WhatsApp group. Buy the ticket, only $35. Thank you for this opportunity, because it's accessible for all my team, for everyone.
Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.
See you. Mwah.